welcome back to another Scrapping Irish video. And what have I got for you today? Well, you would have seen in the last video that I couldn't get into my shed really for all the junk that's in there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do an Ian Matthews on today. I'm going to take everything out of the shed to clear my bench. We'll tear down some hard drives, because there's a lot of hard drives I want to tear down. So we'll tear down some hard drives and have a look at different types of boards on the hard drives. But first thing I have to do, I have to get this shed cleared. So you can see what I'm on about. I'll give you a closer look at the shed, and outside the shed of course, because there's a lot of stuff outside the shed already as well. So let's have a look. Okay, so it's a bit breezy out, you probably can hear from the wind, but there's a big ball in the sky that is over there. Where do you see it? Oh, where are we going? And up and over and up somewhere. Where's it gone? There it is. There it is. Big shiny ball in the sky. So while that shiny ball, oh, rubbish over there, you don't want to be looking at that stuff. That's where I hide all my junk. But anyhow, so outside the shed you can see I have loads of wire that I collected up. You've probably seen them in a few shorts and stuff. So I've been warned about this one, that this will contain magnesium powder inside of there, because it's a heat resistant or fire proof cable. So I have to be careful when dealing with that. So there's a warning, guys. I'll have my gloves on and I will have a mask on when I'm doing that to make sure I'm not breathing in any of that dirty magnesium. But it's a nice copper wire with a copper shield around it. Let's have a closer look actually on that, because so you can see in here, if I go in, we have two copper wires running around a magnesium coating, and outside of that is another copper shield. Let me get the copper shield to show you what I'm on about. So here is what I'm on about. So you have your magnesium was inside of here, copper coated on the outside. So a nice copper shielding on the outside, but this dirty, I don't know, will you see it? It's a powder, very fine powder. So what do you think is the best way to scrap that out? I did run it through the machine. You can see it did do a little through the stripper, and it did do a line which I could get a chisel down that line now and break. But is there an easier way to strip them? Have you stripped them out? What would you recommend? So anyhow, that's for another day. Some lovely copper wire, dirty printer. Anyhow, in we go into here. So this is what I'm dealing with today. Let me turn on the light. So as you can see, I have loads and loads of stuff, and because there's a big shiny ball in the sky, it means I can put stuff outside and not have to worry about it getting all wet and wrecked. So until I can tidy up a bit more in here and try and sort, so that I can get to that bench up there, because I want to get to that bench because I want to strip out a lot of the stuff on the bench. I have a lot of boards and stuff, so I'm going to get them boards out. I want to strip up all the stuff up there and all that. I need to do it. I meant to do this months ago, never got around to it. Got this here, not sure what's in it, but we'll strip it out. Again, as I say, during this at the end of this video, you will see I'll have stripped out a lot of these boards. You don't worry, I'm not going to make you sit through me stripping them all out. Might just do a fast forward and be stripping them all out or something. And we'll have a look at the boards on them as well, so you can actually see some scrapping out. Lump hammer, broken glass there where something fell. So again, for a lot of this stuff. So are them little M&Ms worth saving up? I think Electronic Scrapper said there was silver in them, so that's the reason I have them there, and I'm going to take them off. Anything else on that board, guys, that you think is any good? A lot of little thin wire which I'll take off. I'll take the board off and see what's on the far side of the board in case there's anything worth there, but I don't think there is. I think it's out of a telephone exchange or something. Oh, put that there. More rubbish over here. More rubbish down there. All that little glass from last year where I was doing gold recovery. So anyhow, that's what I'm doing today. I'm going to clear the shed out. So I'm going to set up the camera you'll see me just taking stuff out of the shed and fast forward, because there's no point you watching me trying to get this bench clear, get gloves on, and strip down some hard drives. I have a lot of hard drives to strip down, and hopefully I'll get a path. Main thing really is to get a path in today. If I can get a path in to here cleared, then I can start getting stuff off the bench, and then I can get working on stripping stuff before the summer really does come and I get outside for doing my gold recovery. I have to try and get all that wire stripped before the... Oh, what am I doing with the camera? Come on. I have to get all that wire stripped before the summer as well. And we've... What's in here? Stuff in here that needs breaking down, is it? Wire and stuff. So anyhow, loads of stuff to be done. So, handy. Gloves are there. A little bit damp, but because they're out here in the shed. But right, I'm going to get on to that. So, let's get to work. Okay guys, so I've made it inside the shed. Big help. But I don't know, can you see the floor yet? Because there you go, I have a pathway. Yay, a pathway all the way in to the bench. So, as you can see, I have some nice stuff there that I need to get working on. Some copper thrown around there, lead acid batteries, some circuit breakers with silver in them. You would have seen I put a short up about free money everywhere, and this is free money. This is all stuff that I picked up free, didn't cost me anything. Got it from different e-waste pickups, got it from plumbers, got some from electricians. I got all them circuit breakers from an electrician. Them lead acid batteries came out of power supply units that I got from an e-waste pickup. Them copper coils there, I don't know where I came across them. I think it was in a skip or throw it somewhere. Yeah, definitely skip, or someone give them to me. There's aluminium heat sinks up here in this corner. So like, there's loads of free money always out there, guys. So as it said in the short, it's just a matter of going and getting it. Like in here we have more copper. You can see here insulated copper piping that's damaged that the plumber couldn't use, so give it to me. Or well, it might have been a plumber, might have been someone doing work in a house, clearing out a shed or something. Just give it to me. So right, I have everything out now. Now it's time to clear the bench. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a little bin. Plan is get a bin, put it down here, put anything all them circuit breakers, all that copper stuff that can work on at a later date to clear the binge, because I don't plan on doing them today. I was going to do the hard drives, but I don't think I'm going to get around to hard drives, because by the time I finish this clean up in here, I'll be nearly time for my live. So don't forget, guys, every Sunday I am live on a chat. So any scrappers out there, anyone that's thinking about getting into scrapping, want to learn stuff, there's just be some amazing scrappers come up and talk. Before my live, there's always Shark Scrappers live as well. So his live is at 3 p.m. in Eastern time. Mine is at 5 p.m. Eastern time, or if you're going by the GMT clock, Shark Scrapper is at 7. And oh jeez, I'm all confused now. Hold on, don't do anything here for a minute. I've given you the wrong times. I'm going to go GMT, because GMT is easier for me. With your Eastern times, forget it. I go live at 8 p.m. GMT, and Shark Scrapper is on 1 hour before me, which would make it 7 p.m. GMT. So wherever you are in the world, work it out from the GMT time. So Greenwich Mean Time, work it out from there, guys, and you'll see. So as I was trying to say before I got all confused, is if any of you guys are thinking about getting into scrapping or are into scrapping and have any questions, feel free to email them to me beforehand if you want us to talk about anything on the thing. Same as Shark Scrapper, I'm sure, if you want to bring a certain topic for Shark Scrapper to talk about on his lives, if you email them, the emails will be on the about page on our channels. But for me, if you're looking for me and you want to email me and you have a question or you have a photo you want to send and you want to ask something about it, is it worth scrapping out, what type of material it is, we have some amazing scrappers coming to the live, so someone there will definitely have an answer. There's like Shark Scrapper, E-Waste Mike will be there, usually there's Raphael, there's Ralph, there's K&D, Dan from K&D Scrapping does be in there, Cruiser Mac, Ian Matthews, Bush Scrapper, Wannabe Scrapper, I'm trying to name all these scrappers that'll be in, Miss Canadian Scrapper. So there's loads of scrappers, guys, and if I missed anyone there, sorry guys, I wasn't trying to say your channel isn't and you won't know an answer. It's just off the top of my head, all the names don't come to me instantly. But my email address, if any of you want to send me anything to talk about or to ask about, or send a photo to ask about a certain board maybe, or a certain material you have and you want to know something about it, then my one is scrappingirish75@gmail.com. So that's scrappingirish75@gmail.com. If I'm any good, I'll have put it somewhere there for you. So anyhow, and I'll have a link down below in the description. So that'll be my thing. So now, plan, as I was saying before I got distracted, is I want to clear that bench now. So again, be some fast forward activity coming here, and we'll get the bench cleared so that I have something to work area. So get rid of all that copper off there, get rid of all that stuff, get some of these boards. I have bins outside already where I put boards and stuff, so if you see me going out past the camera, I'm going out to the bins where I put them in, and we'll have a look at that at the end, and you'll see what I have and what I don't have at the moment. And then I have to get the stuff back in that I took out and try and put it in such a way that I have a pathway still left. So I'm going to get on with that. Okay guys, so here we are. You're looking at a cut on my hand, but here we are. This is what I've achieved. The big bright thing in the sky has gone away and it's starting to rain, so I had to cut my clean up short to get stuff back into the shed before it get all wet. But anyhow, so outside the shed I still have my wire, but I also have 3 bins full of sorting to be done. So there's wire, copper and aluminium mixed in there that has to be cleaned. Wire. Okay, so and all the wire and stuff outside as well, but that's all stuff that can stay outside. Now inside the shed, as you can see, we have a walkway. Yay! I have a walkway, so I can now get to my bench. So on this side over here I have all copper and brass that needs to be cleaned, and in here is all my at the moment I'm just throwing aluminium and the trip switches into there that need to be all sorted out as well, cleaned up, and they'll be transferred into clean aluminium, and I'll be taking the brass and the copper and the silver from them. So that's, and I have another pile of them coming to me, so that should fill that bin up when it arrives. This side I have a bin full of stuff to be sorted. So there's transformers, there's cable, there's copper, probably rubbish that needs to be dumped and stuff like that. So that's what's there, and a few other little bits and pieces on top. In these tubs over here, well, we have plugs for plug soup down at the very bottom one in here, just some tools in there, and other bits and pieces that need to be tidied up in that, and again in the top, stuff that needs to be tidied up. So nothing major in that, but the main achievement for me today that I'm happy with is I've got a bench to work on. Now, in the process of tidying up, I did find a stack of laptops hidden behind, so that means I'm going to have to start on them, clearing them, a few PCs that need to do, and but I have a work area that I can work in again. It's only a small area, but it's enough to get one laptop down, strip it out, clean it, get rid of all the stuff that's out of it, sort out different things, boards into where boards are going to be sorted at a later date, power supplies or whatever else has to be sorted at a later date, stuff like that. So up here on top, again, I've meant to get to cleaning them, so I'm sure I'll do that in some video at some stage, get all that done. Over there again, you can see, ooh, wrong way, you can see the roof if you want, but you can see still have a lot of chrome there that has got oxidized, chrome brass that's got oxidized, so that needs to be cleaned up to bring it in for brass eventually. So stuff like that. So that's kind of it, guys. So let me turn my old camera around. Hey, there's a big face, but let me get the camera right. Yeah, so that's what I've achieved today. That was what I was doing today. I managed to get that done before the rain came. So hope you enjoyed the video. This is what happens with scrappers generally. If you notice any scrappers, whether it's Everyday Solars, even E-Waste Mike, sometimes the shed gets packed. Ian Matthews, stuff like that. So scrappers or sheds do get packed, especially people who have other things going on in their lives. So if you're not a full-time scrapper, I'm not a full-time scrapper, I do this as a hobby, a bit of extra cash, so I don't get into my shed every evening to strip something down. I might get in for 2 weeks to do anything in the shed, but I still keep collecting stuff when I see it. So then all of a sudden you have a shed full of stuff, and outside your shed is full of stuff. So hopefully I'll have a few free weekends coming up, and I'll get in and do a bit of scrapping out in the shed, and I'll try and get up onto Raphael's live on a Saturday night, so I can be chatting with the guys there, and maybe scrapping out these laptops and stuff like that. Stuff that you've seen me scrap out before and you don't need to see a video on it. So stuff like that that I'll be doing. So as always, appreciate you taking the time to come in, watch the videos, leave a comment, share it, whatever. And yes, I know my shed is still a mess, but it's a manageable mess at the moment, and I can get working on it. So as always, thanks for taking the time, guys. Really appreciate it. Give it a thumbs up. Don't forget the lives. Shark and myself on Sundays. A few other people go live. Raphael goes live on a Saturday, and I'm sure there's E-Waste Mike pops up every so often with lives as well. Check them out, guys. Cruiser Mac, K&D Scrapping. Check out all their videos, guys, and all the new scrappers. Welcome to the scrapping community. So catch you on the next one, guys.